Always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Let's go, man. I'm back, man. You know, this is a welcome back game, bro. This is my first time, you know, being in the league in a long time. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna beat they fucking ass. I got a whole new scheme in this episode,
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Taylor, the ball.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yards he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football, put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
Second down, here's Eason. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Man, the bitch that know how to play fucking football, bro. That shit be driving the fuck out of me, bro. Yeah, I swear to God, bro. They get it, man. That dude win at the end of the game every time, bro. Yeah. Every fucking time.
Winning this shit.
Yeah, they be winning, bro.
Here's Eason to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Oh, you know me, bro. Like, that just be talking shit, bro. Like, when you get to talking shit, like, nothing I can say. Yeah. Like, nothing I can say, bro. That shit be driving me, dog. That would beat that bitch ass, bro. Oh, so God, my hey, Chris G ass don't making that shit no better shit, Chris G. Bitch, you can't even be shady. Like, bitch, fuck you.
Eason. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Nice methodical opening drive here.
What's up with it,
field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
Hey, boy. Just on the outskirts of the red zone.
Hey, don't you do that, my little friend.
Though, they've come out with a purpose.
Don't you do that, my little friend. Hey.
And this time they were ready for
tell him
him
come
as
run.
they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for the loss.
He should have shot under the boy, that motherfucker up, dog.
Play action. It's Eason.
Oh, you gotta catch that, boy.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
For the Colts field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Hello. Who's he talking to? Oh. All right.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. There to stop it was Darius Leonard.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Kaepernick. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. Cook able to escape. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Kaepernick. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Kaepernick going to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Sammy Watkins. His campaign. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Colts 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, the rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
47-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 40.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Eason off the play fake. And this one is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Eason. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Less than a yard.
Eason going to try and throw for it. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down now, it's Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Taken down by.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Kaepernick now to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen.
Prime time, baby.
Score. Touchdown. 33 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Colts 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Eason on second down. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
For the extra point.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Colts 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got some. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got into the turf.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, with the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. And the ball is knocked out. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Watkins that time, but it's going to be second down.
By Julian Blackman.
Now Kaepernick again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Adam Thielen. Incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Kaepernick to throw again. Going deep here for Watkins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like brings them way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Bailey's kick is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
For Indianapolis.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Taken in the end zone, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. That will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
It's a gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal. As some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
Eason sets to throw it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Now Kaepernick. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
Oh, yeah, that's how we do it.
Touchdown, Vikings. Sammy Watkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know them.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 78 yards. And the Colts are an extra Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
2 yards on the pick.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To Justin Jefferson. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
A gain of 13 yards. But it brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Kaepernick. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal. And I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt. You talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied this stage of the contest. Boy, he was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll run with Taylor. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Jeff Gladney.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Back now in Indianapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Throwing is Eason. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
18-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Taylor. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
47. We ain't giving up nothing with that. 47, Mike. 47.
Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5.
Don't worry
and
about it,
they're
baby.
going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point after.
So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action with Eason. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. They start the drive with Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Eluding the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Minnesota.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
He's taken down.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 25. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
A little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
They're tight. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 38, Colts 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Dances by him. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back.
And got his man complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton taking it in. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
And it's 3rd down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return, it's Rodgers. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed.
He's got it at the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
That's good.
A huge play that time for the Colts. 59 yards. Second and 10. He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Eason's pass, intended for T.Y. Hilton, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for T.Y. Hilton, incomplete. It's 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Play action. It's Eason. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's...